All right, if we could have all of our contestants back down to the front, please. How many of you have been here before? Yeah, fabulous. Welcome back. So I assume everybody else is first time. Congratulations. Welcome here. Y'all did a great job just to make it this far, okay? I'm going to kind of go over some of those with y'all, just us talking here, and then I'm going to talk out too. So some of it I might repeat, but if you have any questions at any time, let me know, okay? So this is going to be conducted very similar to your campus fees. You're going to come up here in number order. The pronouncer, Ms. Dickens, is going to give you a word, okay? The judges right here are going to be the ones that determine whether or not you spell it correctly, okay? So you need to make sure when you're spelling to look at the judges, okay? The bell is there. If you misspell, you'll hear the ding, and then you'll come and you sit right here on this first section, okay? And we'll just fill up those rows until the end. So I do ask that when you come off, I'll be sitting right there. Just hand me your number. And then you'll come down these stairs and have a seat right here in these first rows, okay? It is your responsibility overall to make sure you know what the word is before you start spelling it, okay? Because if Ms. Dickens says cat and you thought she said cot and you spelled cot, that's your fault, okay? Make sure you know the word. Okay, whether that means you need to ask her to repeat it. She's going to say the word already. She's going to say the word. She's going to give you a sentence. She's going to say the word again. Okay. If it's any of those ones that you know we have a lot of, where it says this one might have a homonym or sound like another word, she's going to give you all the information on those. Okay. But again, even if she's already given you everything, and you're like, hold on, can you say the word again? Yes. Can you give me a sentence? Yes. Can I give you the definition? Yes. Are there any alternate pronunciations? She will tell you. So make sure you know the word before you start spelling. The ding means you're out. if you got it right, they'll kind of just nod at you. Yeah. They'll kind of be like, go sit down. But yeah, so ultimately, I just want to make sure that's clear, that it is your job to make sure you know that word before you start spelling. Now, if you start spelling, again, I'm going to use the example cat, and you go cat, A, it's going to be wrong because we have to take what comes out first, okay? So just make sure your mouth is ready to say what you want to say. I know it's very nerve-wracking. I would just advise you to speak clearly. Take your time. Don't take so much time to get lost in the word. That personally happened to me. Yes. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, so our mic, the way it's going to work is that it will pick up your speaking. There's a blue tape right here. You see it? Or if you can't see it, lean over so you can see it. We're going to do a practice round too, so you'll get to see it. But there's a blue tape here. You just have to stand here, and you don't have to adjust the mic. It's going to pick up, as long as you're facing the mic and speaking clearly, it's going to pick you up. Y'all could hear me? Yes. Okay. As long as you're facing the mic, speaking clearly, it's going to pick you up, so you don't have to touch or adjust the mic. It should be fine, okay? At any height. Past that, we will take the top two. We'll advance to the regional. So if at any point in the round, all we have is 2 people left, those 2 people will be our champions, okay? If at any point we only have 1 person left, that 1 person will be one of our champions, and we'll bring back the people from that round to figure out who the second person's going to be, okay? Any other questions, concerns? I don't know what to do. Please help me. Like, anything at all? I'm here. I'll be sitting right here on the stage. So if you have any issues, feel free to anything like that. We can always call a break with the judges and do what we need to do. Okay? But once you get out, just walk straight over to me. I'll be in that chair, and then down the steps and then in the seats. Okay. All right. Good luck. I don't want any of y'all to be disappointed if you get out here, because the fact that you made it to the county is a huge accomplishment in the first place. Okay. So y'all are all awesome spellers because you made it here. Okay. So congratulations. All right. Welcome everybody. Oh, I'm going to stand on the blue tape too. I just told him to do that. Welcome to the DeWitt County Spelling Bee. We are expanding, which is fabulous. We have more schools participating. So we are now, I think a few years ago, we were at 12 contestants. We only had 6 schools participating, and now we have 9 schools participating, which gives us 18 contestants. So I'm very happy that we are expanding and that more people are spelling. That's a fabulous thing. This bee is going to run very similarly to any campus bee. They will come up here. They will be given a word. They will spell the word. If the bell rings, that means they spelled it incorrectly. They will be expected to exit off the stage over here and have a seat right here in these front rows until the end of the bee. So we do ask that you remain in your seat until the end of the bee. The students will remain in their seats until the end of the bee. We do ask that you silence your cell phones, so to reduce distraction. If you want to take pictures, you're more than welcome to, but please do not use a flash. We don't want any disruptions to the process. Other than that, like I said, it's going to run very similarly. We do take 2 co-champions to the Regional B that will be in Victoria on March 7th. So if we have any round where there are only 2 remaining, those 2 will be called our champions, and they will advance. If we have a round where only 1 is remaining, that 1 person will be one of our co-champions, and we'll bring back the students from that round to then compete for the second co-champion spot. If you do have a co-champion today, I ask that you please don't run off. I do have some paperwork for those that do advance. And I just want to impress to y'all, just like I just told them, that the fact that they made it to county is a huge accomplishment in itself. So I'm very proud of them for making it this far. I just want to kind of review some of the rules. When the kids spell, they don't have to say the word first.
We ask them to just so we know they're saying it correctly, but ultimately they don't have to, and ultimately it is the speller's responsibility to know the word. So as far as, like I was telling them, if the pronouncer said cat and the student thought she said cot, and they spelled C-O-T, it would be wrong, and that's on the speller because they need to make sure they know the word before they spell the word. They can ask for repeated, the word to be repeated, definition, part of speech, alternate pronunciations, a sentence. They can ask for all of those things. We just ask them to make sure they know the word before they begin spelling. The bell, of course, means that they have spelled it incorrectly. They'll come have a seat. If you feel that a speller was disqualified wrongly, you can do an appeal. The appeal has to be done by the parent or the teacher, principal of that student. I will have forms on the side over here. Grounds for appeal are that if the student did spell it right and were still disqualified, if the speller was asked to spell the same word as another speller, or if they were eliminated based on not saying like a hyphen or a accent mark, because they do not have to say those things. They don't have to say spaces, hyphens. They don't have to, they just have to say the letters in the right order. Invalid grounds for appeal are that the speller, the pronunciator said it wrong. The judges are here to ensure that our pronouncer is saying the words correctly. And so if they feel it's being said incorrectly, they will stop and ask the pronouncer to correct it. But in the end, like I said, it is up to the student to know the word. So that is not grounds for appeal. And then other than that, that they didn't answer questions, vocabulary questions. We don't have any of those, so those rules don't matter in this B anyway. I know in the national B they have rounds like that, but if you do feel you'd like to make an appeal, there will be forms off to the side there. I just ask that you submit it to me, and it has to be submitted before your speller would have spelled again in the next round. So it does have to come to me before basically a round would be completed. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get started. We are going to do a practice round first. So the students will come up so they can get a feel for the mic, they'll get a feel for the pronouncer, they'll get a feel for the judges, and then we'll continue on. All right, good luck.
The practice round is for me too, guys, because sometimes I get a little nervous too. So who's nervous? Me too. I have to do this perfectly too, right? So it's not just you. Remember, everybody take a deep breath. You've got it. I'm nervous too. Just remember what Miss McClellan told you. I will not be the one letting you know if the word is right or not. Most often, I'm going to be looking down, preparing for the next word. If you need something, like if you need me to call out something, just say it. I don't have to be looking at you. I will make sure I get it for you. Okay? So if I'm not looking at you, you just say what you need. Got this? Good luck. So this is our practice round. Do y'all want to mark? Like, do y'all want to practice the ding in case they get it wrong too? Okay. So on the practice round, if you get it wrong, the judges will also do the ding to let you know you got it wrong, just so you can hear it and have that. Okay? Rito, can you hear me okay? Okay. And I apologize in advance for my cough. Sorry, allergies. All right. Fish. Jasmine admired the brightly colored fish swimming in the tank. Fish.
F-I-S-H.
So you can go back. If nobody says anything, y'all can go on back. Number 2, you can come on up. You don't have to wait to be called. Stay. Sterling decided to stay another night in New York rather than drive in the snow. Stay.
S-T-A-Y.
Milk. Sahil's favorite after-school treat is cookies and milk. Milk.
M-I-L-K.
Giant. The giant marshmallows made very tasty s'mores. Giant.
Giant. Giant. Giant.
Bucket. Georgie let Liza know that there was a hole in the water bucket. Bucket.
Bucket. Bucket. Bucket.
Hollow. The Trojan horse was hollow so that Greek soldiers could hide inside. Hollow.
Hollow. Holllow. Hollow.
Moment. Dad promised that he would be back in a moment, but Mom said that a moment for Dad was about 20 minutes for everyone else.
Moment. Moment. Moment.
Signal. The runners waited for the signal to begin the race. Signal.
Signal. Signal. Signal.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Answer. Mika was surprised when she received a prompt answer to the email she sent to her senator. Answer.
Answer. Answer. Answer.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Kitchen. The kitchen smelled like smoke for days after Dana's cooking experiment. Kitchen.
Kitchen. Kitchen.
Message. When Margaret returned home, she noticed that there was a message for her on her phone. Message.
Message. Message. Message.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Weather. Hannah's first job was at a small radio station where she gave hourly reports on the news and weather. Weather.
Weather. Weather. Weather.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Nervous. Lula was nervous about her solo and spent hours practicing it the night before. Nervous.
Nervous. Nervous. Nervous.
Acrobat. After years of classes, Paul is developing the skills of a first-rate acrobat.
Acrobat. Acrobat.
So that's what it would sound like. Gorgeous. The gorgeous parade floats were covered with thousands of red roses. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Lanky. Jordan watched as one lanky model after another walked the runway. Lanky.
Lanky. Lanky. Lanky.
Hesitate. Norma did not hesitate to start talking about books because she loved to read. Hesitate.
Hesitate. Hesitate. Hesitate.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Deflated. Johann deflated his air mattress and stored it away for his next camping trip. Deflated.
Deflated. Deflated.
Could y'all all hear me okay? Was I going too fast? Okay. Can y'all hear me on sound and everything okay, Rito? So guys, see why I'm nervous? I did a mess up. See, it's okay, it happens. So if you get one where I tell you it's got a homonym, I'm gonna read more. I'm gonna read, you want me to read where it's from, like the language of origin? Or is that too much? Oh, part of speech and definition, sorry, yes. See, just have to be told sometimes. All right, so I'll give you the word, the sentence, the part of speech, and a definition when you have homonyms, okay? So it'll be a little bit longer between those. If y'all are ready, let's go. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Ration. Noun, the food allowance of one person or one animal for one day specifically. A fixed daily food allowance provided for the subsistence of a soldier or sailor. Gwen carefully measured her cat Edwina's ration of kibble for the day before leaving for work. Ration.
Ration. Ration.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Gaunt. Adjective, thin and angular, attenuated especially by fasting or suffering. A long illness contributed to Letty's newly gaunt appearance. Gaunt.
Gaunt. Gaunt.
Unleash. Mr. Xavier firmly believed that letting the students wear open-toed shoes would unleash chaos in the school. Unleash.
Unleash. Unleash.
Sinister. There was something sinister about the way Gia's brother handed her the drink and suggested that she take a sip. Sinister.
Sinister. Sinister. Sinister.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Anguish. Noun, extreme pain either of body or mind, excruciating distress. Rowan felt considerable anguish at losing the brooch her grandmother had given her before she died. Anguish.
Anguish. Anguish. Anguish.
Rummage. Suri had to rummage through her entire crowded locker to find her geography homework. Rummage.
Rummage. Rumage. Rummage.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Language. Noun. The words, their pronunciation, and the methods of combining them used and understood by a considerable community and established by long usage. After mastering Spanish, Kelly began to think about which language she wanted to learn next. Language.
Language. Language. Language.
Steeple. A bird rested momentarily on the church's steeple. Steeple.
Steeple. Steeple. Steeple.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Verdict. Noun. An opinion pronounced or felt, a decision, a judgment. After hours of waiting, Johnny was anxious to hear his mother's verdict as to whether or not his friends could spend the night. Verdict.
Verdict. Verdict. Verdict.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Billowed. Verb, rose or rolled in waves or surges. Surged, undulated. Shane watched as the smoke billowed from the chimney and drifted into the sky. Billowed.
Can you repeat it?
Just the word. Billowed.
B. Bellowed. Bellowed.
Commotion. Arthur couldn't hear Etienne over the commotion in the hallway. Commotion.
Commotion. Commition. Commotion.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Mosque. Noun, a building used for public worship by Muslims. Visitors were required to remove their shoes before entering the mosque. Mosque.
Mosque. Mosque. Mosque.
Fugitive. The fugitive was caught after a motel clerk called the sheriff's office to report a sighting. Fugitive.
Fugitive. Fugitive. Fugitive.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Ramshackle. Adjective. Appearing as if ready to collapse. Dilapidated, rickety. Although Bonnie had always assumed the ramshackle house next door was empty, one night she heard strange noises coming from it. Ramshackle.
Ramshackle. R-A-M-S-H-A-K-L-E. Ramshackle.
Preamble. The preamble to the United States Constitution serves to state in general terms the guiding principles and fundamental purpose of the Constitution itself. Preamble.
Preamble. P-R-E-A-M-B-L-E. Preamble.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Miniature. Adjective, being represented on a small scale. The miniature renditions of the Civil War battle were all constructed with plastic army figures and supplies from the craft store. Miniature.
Is there an alternate pronunciation?
Of course. Miniature, miniature, and miniature.
Miniature. M-I-N-I-A-T-U-R-E. Miniature.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Pistachio. Noun, the edible green seed of a small tree of southern Europe and Asia Minor. Patricia placed a pistachio on each parfait. Pistachio.
Pistachio. P-I-S-T-A-C-H-I-O. Pistachio.
Dexterity. Larry's dexterity made him a natural at performing magic tricks. Dexterity.
Dexterity. D-E-X-T-A-R-I-T-Y.
Yiddish. There are approximately 3 million speakers of Yiddish in the world. Yiddish.
Y-I-D-D-I-S-H. Yiddish.
Prestigious. Eliza hoped she would gain acceptance into a prestigious Ivy League university. Prestigious.
Prestigious. P-R-E-S-T-I-G-O-U-S. Prestigious.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Colossus. Noun, one marked by great size, scope, strength, power or effect, and able to dwarf or dominate others. The shooting guard had no desire to challenge the colossus of a center on the other team, so he pulled up for a jump shot at the free throw line. Colossus.
Calacious.
This word is a compound entry. You are responsible for spelling all parts of the word entry. Your word is lo mein. Noun, a Chinese dish consisting of sliced vegetables, soft noodles, and usually meat or shrimp in bite-sized pieces, stir-fried in a seasoned sauce. Gina picked up her chopsticks and dug into the steaming bowl of chicken lo mein. Lo mein.
Lo mein. L-O-M-A-I-N-E. Lo mein.
Stucco. The architect recommended covering the hallway walls with stucco. Stucco.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Yes. Stucco.
S-T-U-C-K-O. Stucco.
Magnanimous. Simone decided to be magnanimous and assumed that her sister had good intentions. Magnanimous.
Magnanimous. M-A-G-N-A-N. Wait, can you repeat the word, please?
Magnanimous.
M-A-G-N-A-N-I-O-U-S. Magnanimous.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Courier. Noun, one who carries messages, news, or information either with urgent haste or in accordance with a regular schedule. Jamie worked as a courier after school to earn money to buy a new car. Courier.
C-O-U-R-I-E-R.
Ratify. The Board of Directors met to ratify the amendment to the organization's bylaws. Ratify.
Ratify. R-A-T-I-F-Y. Ratify.
Appointment. Hetty called the vet's office to schedule an appointment for her poodle, Moodle, who was barking oodles. Appointment.
Appointment. A-P-P-O-I-N-T-M-E-N-T. Appointment.
Ultimatum. Brian's mom gave him an ultimatum: either clean his room or miss his cousin's birthday party. Ultimatum.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Ultimatum.
Ultimatum. A-L-A-L-T-I-M-A-T-E-M. Ultimatum.
Compassionate. Isaac's love of animals and compassionate nature make him an excellent candidate for veterinary school. Compassionate.
Compassionate. Compation. Can you please repeat the word?
Compassionate.
Compassionate. Compassionate.
Sporadic. Mr. Gifford warned Katie that she would have to perform more than a few sporadic study breaks if she wanted to get a passing grade in his class. Sporadic.
Is there any alternate pronunciations?
Sporadic. Sporadic.
Sporadic. S-P-O-R-A-D-I-C. Sporadic.
Pizzeria. Hank waited tables at Olive Garden on the weekends, but his dream was to open his own pizzeria someday. Pizzeria.
Pizzeria. Pizzaria. Pizzeria.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Depots. Plural noun. Bus stations. After missing 3 buses, Luis decided to swear off depots forever. Depots.
Depots. D-E-P-O-T-S. Depots.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Invincible. Adjective. Incapable of being vanquished or subjugated. Impervious to attack or conquest. After their 3rd victory, the king's army believed themselves to be invincible. Invincible.
Invincible. INVINCEABLE. Invincible.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Parachute. Let me read the whole thing. Parachute. Noun. A folding umbrella-shaped device, usually made of light fabric and used especially for making a safe descent from an airplane, dropping equipment or supplies from an airplane, or slowing down an airplane upon landing. Nick learned how to fold and pack a parachute before making his first jump. Parachute.
Parachute. PARASHUTE. Parachute.
bayonet. Mr. Dimitrovich, the history teacher, bought a World War I bayonet at the flea market. Bayonet.
Bayonet. B-A-Y-O-N-E-T-T. Bayonet.
Prototype. At the science fair, Kevin proudly displayed his prototype for a remote-controlled lawnmower. Prototype.
Prototype. P-R-O-T-O-T-Y-P-E. Prototype.
As this round ended with only 2 contestants left, these will be our co-champions and our winners of our DeWitt County B. We have Yahir Herrera from Yoakum Junior High. I always accidentally say Yorktown. And Austin McClellan from Coro Junior High. 8th grade and 7th grade, right? Yes, fabulous. They will represent our county at the Regional Spelling Bee on Saturday, March 7th. So wish them luck that day. Thank you all for coming. And again, contestants, I have stuff for you, so please don't run off. Thank you.
Congratulations, guys.